Hello YouTube, it is I, sneakyteak, so glad to be back with even more Alina of the Arena. Boom! Tactics, roguelike, deck builder, Act 3, veteran difficulty, hunter start. Missed Act 1 or Act 2? Look above for cards to take you back if you'd like to see how the bacon has been made so far. Otherwise, you're caught up or you just want to dive in right where we are? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's go. Hoping for a good final level. Royal Arena. As noted, this was a hunter start. Hunter starts with the crossbow, which is a ranged weapon. This gives us the ability to attack from some amount of limited range, 3 hexes, typically, unless it's been upgraded in some way, but requires us to reload between attacks within the color. We also have Dog Charm giving us an extra energy every turn. Equipped weapons cannot be swapped during fights, though, so we can't do some cool micro or tech with the weapons, which we'll have to show off in a future run. In the first act, we picked up Vampire's Blood and Werewolf's Blood, which allows us to scale as we kill enemies during a fight, healing and gaining strength. And then after this previous act, we picked up the Demon Slayer Bracer, a boss accessory. Apply 1 Death Mark whenever you deal damage, and Death Mark says kill to gain an energy, last 1 turn. More stacks, more turns, as far as I understand. That's where we are. We've upgraded our compound crossbow quite substantially. It now, by base, increases damage by 4. It also has 2 uses of its power move, which increases its attack range from 3 to 4 hexes and allows you to penetrate targets. And then on the silver side, you can't see it as well because it's under my face. Unfortunately, there's not any great way to avoid this, but because I don't move these weapons very often, I'm okay with it. Here we have Broadaxe, which has been upgraded for +4 damage, just like the crossbow. But it only has 1 use of its power move, which is deal knockback. It's also heavy, which means that whenever you use silver combat attacks, we gain a status, a fatigue, which would usually be a downside, but for our deck, it's an upside. We've got this combo going, by which fast metabolism allows us to draw neutrally through statuses. Power Through allows us to convert fatigues into strength, which has allowed us to scale pretty successfully in elite and boss fights. That combos kind of in a cute way with multi-attacks like Flurry, and the multi-attack also creates multiple fatigues, which is pretty nice. And we've picked up a new card which should combo as well, Lash Out. Deal 8 damage and then play Fatigue in your hand and deal additional damage based on those fatigue. So we've kind of got this micro synergy around statuses and fatigue. We've got this ranged attack thing going. And with the ranged attacks, what we've tried to do is load the extremes of our deck. So we have some copper attacks that are very powerful and some that are very cheap and replicable. In particular, we changed color on our follow-up, initially picked up at silver, now copper. This is a weak attack, but that recurs to your hand like a flurry of blows, the Watcher attack from Slay the Spire. And so this allows us to continuously reload our weapon or to get in a cheap attack at the end. I'm not going to go through every single synergy with every single card because I think that would be gratuitous. If you want that much detail, I highly encourage you to watch Act 1 and Act 2 if you've not done so already. But honestly, I love doing a little refresh like this at the beginning of run, even if I just finished the previous, even if they're in the same video, even if there's no cut. I like to take a minute before I start a new act in a challenging and tactical roguelike to try to get my bearings and remember where I am, to ground myself in the basics of what we're doing. That's what has been. Now, let's get to what's doing. Take our first fight. This is our first fight in Act 3. I've not seen Act 3 before now. I've not played at all outside of YouTube, other than the very first demo showing on stream, so it's very exciting to me. I've kind of been preserving these early moments to share with y'all, although trust me, pretty soon here I'm going to start playing games on my own because I'm really eager to do so. Looks like we have a possessed mannequin, 35 health, 14 attack. Special ability Nullify activates after receiving damage. When activated, reduce damage received by 100% and reduce attack damage by 50%. Interesting. So if we hit them, they go into a defensive mode, basically. Same. And then a Cleric. Enemy prepares to apply 5 Electrified Weapon to a target. Electrified Weapon says add 1 shock to your hand whenever it deals damage for 5 turns. which is presumably a status that does something nasty. This enemy is also spiky. I don't see that popping up anywhere, though. Oh, maybe it's saying that's what shock does? I'm not really sure why spiky is popping up here, to be honest, but we'll find out soon enough. Speaking of attacking enemies, what do we have going here? We can play Dark Souls this turn. We can't play Dark Souls and Fast Metabolism, which is really rough. We could strike this enemy. I really like getting up Dark Souls this early. Really like it. And just sit still, honestly. Yep. This fight looks like high mobility is going to keep us alive. Dark Souls basically says every time we do some number of attacks, we get a free roll, which is a movement ability. Movement is pretty hard to come by and incredibly clutch, because most enemies can't cover every square, right? Movement is defense in this game. Says Teak. Critically acclaimed expert at game he's played for 5 hours. As usual. Listen. I have to at least be confident in my own findings and analyses, right? Okay, Cleric is now doing an attack. They were applying Electrified Weapon to themselves. So it does look like they're spiky. They're going to move and then do like a Whirlwind Slam? And then the two possessed mannequins are attacking again, same as the last time. Oh! We do have access to leverage if we wanted to try to use that. Move, leverage to back off. Move, strike, leverage to back off. But then we can't use the power through. That's okay. We use a crippling trap. Okay. Move. I got a rock. Hey, check this out. What you gonna do now, stinky cleric? Throw rock. Strike. Oh, right. Nullify means they take 0 damage now. So the rest of what we do is completely pointless, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Okay. So I thought that maybe Nullify would only apply for the next attack and it would kind of alternate. But now we understand. You get 1 attack per round of any meaning and merit, which means you don't want to be throwing rocks. Unless you're just trying to use that as a defensive maneuver. Well, in that case, we probably could have gotten in here, gotten the 1 silver attack, and powered through. But I think this is fine. Genuinely, I'm happy with this outcome. We got a lot of learning here. And we are trapping the cleric, which will allow us to push more damage against them if we can get close. And I think we can. We can lunge back in against this enemy. I'm trying to figure out how I can use rope hook to maneuver myself near the cleric. That's my real dream. As it is, it might be like strike, lash out. But I do want to use this lunge. So maybe it's initiative, lunge, strike, lash out, rope hook out. But multiple hits on possessed mannequin, again, no value. You know what? I see the line. I see the line. It's cute. Okay. I need to do some science here, too. Lash out. Will this eat its own fatigue? It does not. So it only uses fatigues that are in your hand at the time of activation. Now we move here. Remember, we have range. It doesn't matter that we can't get to this enemy, so long as we can get close enough. Now, we played Dark Souls over Fast Metabolism, which means that we're not going to draw through these fatigues, so I think we should be really careful about leaving them behind. Let's play them out. Okay, we're only 6 damage away from stunning the cleric based on breaking their block, so that's probably our plan next turn, if I were guessing. As we get into this run and I refresh myself with the deck, once again, I just want to thank all of you who have taken the time to watch this series. It's really special to me. This is the first time since I've started my YouTube channel that there's something brand new that I'm really excited about. I just think that this game has freaking legs, and I'm very excited to play it and share it with you all. So for all of the people who teehee engagement on the last video, thank you so much. It's gonna take time, folks. This game is a little intimidating. Anything that has a tactics component takes a little bit more wherewithal to get into. People are nervous around that content, and it's justified. These games are dense sometimes. They can be bulky. Compared to all of the really lovely indie games that we have access to, there's a sense that it might take a lot of energy to get into watching or playing this game, and you don't know how good the reward will be. But the reward is gonna be good. I can already tell that the reward is good, and so the work is gonna be worth it. So thanks again for joining. Thanks for engaging, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with your friends, sending it to Obama, whatever you did to help get this channel off the ground, in particular this series. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to do the best I can to learn and grow this game and present it to you all as we move forward in the series. So thank you. This is tricky. After receiving damage means we won't get the full 3x from this flurry. We'll get one hit and then the rest will be nullified. We can discard follow-up and then jump attack in, which seems pretty freaking dank. And then how are we going to get out, though? Because then we're just getting hit and triple, which seems not ideal. Are we going to draw something which will give us movement? Well, we're going to draw a Terrorize, which ain't bad. And we can also hit these enemies to reduce their damage output. Also not bad. I want to make sure we redraw the follow-up, though, before we draw. We do have knockback. Okay, so that's one way to prevent some of the damage, is with our power move. Yo, hold up. Can we get some wild compound crossbow penetration value here? Oh, we would only get the one hit, right? It's really tempting, though. If we could manage to get here, we could jump attack in and hit both of these. I mean, a single jump attack here is already a kill. Maybe that's actually the play. Maybe we're disengaging, jump attacking in, and getting this kill. Just to simplify the field. We're not far off from being able to deal with this cleric anyway. Prepares to heal all allies for 20 HP. Attack to interrupt. Okay. I think I like this jump attack play. And then once we draw, there's a good chance that we can attack from range and interrupt them and get a stun, and then we're still out of range of Possessed Mannequin. A little bit of a change of plans, but I think a valid one. So, move. Reload. Warcry. Jump in. That's a kill. Brings us back our follow-up. Think fast. Hold the follow-up to load the deck for the cycle. We drew into a lunge here. This is starting to look pretty poggish. We might actually be able to finish this. Little worried about the spikes damage, though. I mean, well, as long as we're attacking from range, as long as we use the crossbow attacks, we won't get retaliated. So we should be fine. And we'll just use the knockback here. Okay. Okay, so 2 energy remains. Reload with the follow-up. Lunge in. Interrupted. Stunned. What happened to the spiky? Like, we didn't take any damage. I don't understand where spiky is coming. Spiky must have to do with the shock. I can't imagine. There's nothing else, right? Spiky must be telling us about what's happening with the shock here. And we can leverage to move out again. Oh my goodness. And we're making all these dark rolls. I think we're going to flurry with the knockback here so that we have a better setup. Let's do that. Power move. Flurry. Oh! Okay, so there is some translational inconsistency in this game. It's just something we're gonna have to slog through, and remember, it is in early access. One of the biggest places to where we're having to kind of wade through inconsistency is the difference between damage and attack. In some cases, when the game says card or combat card or attack, it actually means damage, and in some cases where it says damage, it actually means the full attack. We got the kill there, which meant that the wording on Nullify wasn't exactly correct, but I'm just not gonna get caught up on that stuff, right? Once we know, we know. Good enough for Tiki. Speaking of good enough for Tiki, check this out. Leverage. Deaded. That fight seemed nuts to me. I mean, just incredible. Fantastic. Wow. Okay, next run, I'm saying it right now. Next run, we're gonna do a burn run. We're just gonna windmill slam burn effects. I wanna try it. Speaking of slam, slam, charge 2 tiles, stop and knock back first enemy for 2 damage, okay? But it's colorless. I'm not gonna take any burn effects on this run, I don't think. Skip here. We are offered a Knuckle Dagger. Increase damage by 1 when you deal unblocked damage, apply 1 bleed. Part of me is wondering if we start moving away from fatigue as a scaling method and start moving towards taking advantage of the multi-hits and some bleed to power up our damage output. But I think it's going to have to be better than this. I think it's going to have to be a legendary weapon. I don't think we replace a doubly upgraded Broad Axe, especially given the fact that we do have a power through in the deck, to take an unupgraded purple Knuckle Dagger, right? I think I'm going to keep my eyes peeled, though, like I said, for a legendary dagger or legendary fist weapon, because I think there's absolutely an opportunity with our build as it stands to pivot into fast attacks on silver. Honestly, it's where we thought we would be to begin with. And we have other mechanisms to generate fatigue, too. That's the one thing that I think is encouraging me. With Dark Souls, we generate Dark Rolls, and Dark Rolls generate fatigue. A lot of movement abilities do. And so we have this other way to build up a bit of fatigue as we go that I think we can lean into. Okay, last time we took an event with a ton of money, the event option was to lose all of our money. So let's try it again. Hey, it's lose a lot of money, but it's not all of it. Mystery bags for sale. Buy one for a chance to win some epic gear. The shop seems to be selling bundles of random consumables. If you're lucky, you could get more than what you paid for. Give it a shot. Trouble with buying consumables for us is that we only have 1 consumable slot. So, unfortunate that we're losing so many events. I think that as we get the perma upgrades, it will feel more advantageous to take those events, right? So we'll get there. Let's rush towards another event then. Oh boy. Oh boy. What on earth? Fire Sprite. Attack. Enemy prepares to deal 6 damage. Fire Sprite immune to the effects of burn. Damage received from other Fire Sprites. Restores health. Oh my. Suddenly Final Fantasy? Like, this is the part of the JRPG where all of a sudden, all of our plans are foiled by the effect of an elemental enemy. Imagine if we were in a burn run right now. We would be so hosed. Gain 2 strength when occupying a flaming tile. Okay, so it's the bombs fight. Burn will not work here. We should think about what kind of things we're doing that won't work, but I don't think there's much. I mean, there's no gimmicky synergy that we have going on. Like, strength scaling doesn't work. Strength scaling is gonna work. Movement gets shut down by some of the enemies. Okay, well, how are we gonna manage this? Realistically, I think we need to accept that in this fight, we're probably gonna take some damage. And we need to focus on figuring out how we can nuke enemies fast. We don't have that many nuclear options when it comes to damage, unfortunately. We can leverage to back up away from someone. And then into this range, I guess. Yeah. Leverage here or here. Back it up. Throw dirt to interrupt the other one and prevent some of the fire spotting. I like that a lot. Warcry. Leverage. Range so good. Remove. Sheesh. I think it's terrorize here because we're going to throw dirt. Okay. We need to be aggressive in this fight, like I said. Especially because they heal off of their attacks. I mean, that's just so gnarly. Initiative to move out. Recharge with the lunge. Play a Dark Souls. Take a hit. Can I afford to play Dark Souls? Maybe not. We already played Fast Metabolism. We might not be able to afford to not play Dark Souls, is a consideration. If I use both of these strikes, that'll be 16 damage, bringing them down to 24. They're not in range of any of their teammates, and then that puts us in range of a single jump attack. That's a big deal. Or Entertainer. Okay, we have to use these attacks. I'd like to play Dark Souls, but like I said, if we don't start killing some of these enemies, we are gonna be in trouble. Demon Slayer Sword. Oh boy. We didn't draw any of our attacks yet. We can use knockback here too to push a little bit of extra damage. Think Fast in hand. Currently 7 cards in hand, which means that if I play Think Fast, it'll be exactly full hand. And I do think that's our first play. I don't think I am going to use initiative here. I might end up using rope hook. Let's see the draw. Are you not entertained? We could Entertainer here. Gosh, the trouble is these are so expensive. We've already done damage here, though, so they do have Death Mark, so we will get energy back. Death Mark! Accessory, baby! Okay, we took it. Now I remember it. So, if we use Entertainer to get this kill, we'll recoup 1 energy thanks to Death Mark. And then we can strike here to apply a Death Mark. Rope out. Okay, let's think this through, because I think we're going to do it all. Entertainer. That's a kill. We'll reload with this strike, almost definitely. We will power move, and then either strike or lash out. That will not only do substantial damage, but it'll apply Death Mark, and then even more damage from the knockback effect into the teammate. Hold up! This is going to be interesting science, because Fire Sprite says, damage received from other Fire Sprites restore health. So we'll have to see if knocking them into each other counts as damage received from the other Fire Sprite, or if it's damage received from us. Damage received from terrain. There might literally be a damage source, which is Arena. So down to 2, back up to 3. A reload. 2. Trouble with this plan is I don't think we're actually landing the jump attack. Not realistically. But I still think the Entertainer to get started is correct. Every way I look at it. Hold up! There is another. I had forgotten about our power move. Penetrate targets, huh? I see it. It's down here, isn't it? Rope. Power. Entertainer. And then we use a crippling trap. I might actually want to strike someone before we do that. Honestly, I think this might be lash out first. Power move to do the science. Lash out. Rope. Power move here. Entertainer through this. Kills them off. Gets us an energy back, and we can use a crippling trap, and we're in a safe place. Tricky turn. Tricky fight. But I'm satisfied with our solution, I think. Plus, we get some science. Power move. Lash out. They're both stunned. Hell yes. Now rope. Power move. Entertain. Fairly spicy. We can do another one. We gotta. Is that actually better than crippling trap? Think, Teak. That was weird. I used the power move, but it didn't successfully penetrate, even though it had increased range. And I'm not sure why. Maybe it only does the penetrate if you get the kill. Maybe that's more like a trample effect. There's something we're missing about exactly how penetrate works, but I don't mind. We've got so much science on this turn. We completely killed a target. We neutralized 2 others. That was a massive turn. We've only taken just the smallest bit of damage in this fight so far. Like, it's really fine. Self-destruct? Because it's low. Kill to stop. I do believe I will. Thank you. Okay. So, we move. We discard follow-up. There's a rock here, by the way. Let's use it for that sweet combo action. Strike. Now we jump attack in. That'll get us back our follow-up. So close to being able to get this kill, huh? It does feel like damaging this enemy is correct, doesn't it? We'll take 6, but then we'll heal all that off by getting these 3 kills. Let's see what our draw looks like. Yeah, we have some small attacks coming up that we can use to dispatch this fire sprite. They're going to get healed here a little bit, but it won't make a meaningful difference for us. So let's do the damage where it'll count. And that sets us up with a bunch of death mark for next turn as well. There's a shield potion M on the ground. I mean, I wonder if we could have swapped at some point and then used that here. That would have been a pretty sweet piece of tech. Self-destruct is occurring. Or at least the enemies want to self-destruct. We will not allow it. Lash out. Move this way, get our power through back. Play out Dark Souls after we get this kill. We could also play power through here, like I said, but this honestly feels pretty good. Yeah, let's do powered through, actually. slightly better, because from here we just let this enemy get a little closer to us, and then we finish them off as quickly as possible. Lunge in, leverage out. Draw pile at 2. This means that follow-up is still behind us, which is perfect. We can even leverage out, lunge in. Can we? Initiative. Follow-up. Discard it. Leverage. Down to 2. Discard the follow-up. Lunge. Yeah. And that's freaking sweet, too. Move in. Now move out. Hands up. Hands down. Yes! That fight was sweet. I honestly was prepared to sacrifice more HP than that. I thought that was really going to be trouble for us. We don't have any true AoE attack, although we got pseudo AoE through Demon Slayer Bracer, right? Any card, any relic in games like this that rewards you for killing enemies can be thought of as area of effect. They make you better at fights with multiple enemies. Gave us the energy to be able to push on those key turns in the first 3 turns. Another Think Fast here, draw 3 cards. Very happy to take this. Over gold every time. Until we find an enemy that makes us punished for drawing cards. Which they might do. Oh, wow. Shuffle. Switch positions with a target. That's actually pretty sweet mobility. Especially for Hunter, if we get cornered. Dang, that's competitive with Think Fast. What's the upgrade? It doesn't exhaust. Okay, so we don't need that upgrade. That is pretty sweet, actually. I can totally imagine this bailing us out. Let's take that, because I also want to see if the target is limited, so there's good science to be done here. 2 incredible, incredible pickups. Certainly we would take more Think Fast. Trident is heavy. It's two-handed, that's the trouble, right? We would love to find multi-attack weapons like this. Excuse me. I'm a little sun-baked today. I took my doggo out with my wife to, it's this place that you can go to where you rent out a pool that's for training dogs for... It's one of the field trials that you can do with retrievers where they jump and catch a dummy while they're jumping into the water. And it was really, really nice. And in fact, I took a little bit of video, which I'm planning to put on the Patreon today. Frankly, I haven't done a good enough job serving the Patreon, but it's going to be so important for the stream and the channel and the career over time, so I want to start to get some stuff there. It says, you finally have the chance to visit the extravagant royal dining hall. Thinking you've come prepared, you are nonetheless shocked when you see the prices of each dish. Eat all you can, money is meant to be spent. 100% heal here. Wow. At least order a main dish. Maybe just grab a dessert. Or, never mind, it's too expensive. Receive a shame. I'm not going to spend any gold here. I will take a shame. I don't need any heal. Do we think that a single shame will cost us 10 HP? With how mobile we are? I don't think so. We just have to take one regular fight and make sure that we get to it. Okay, Cleric is back. And this time they've got Boxer Monk. Fists of Flurry. Enemy prepares to deal 4 damage. Here. And Hurt Doken. Enemy prepares to deal 14 damage. It's like a ranged attack that hits an area, it looks like. Electrified weapon. Yeah, the Cleric will channel to buff themselves here. Hard for us to move out of harm's way, actually. It may be correct to move into harm's way, weirdly. Just pick the enemy we want to be closer to. It's probably this way. Land a Terrorize and accept some damage. We could have moved... Well, no, because this is a ranged attack, there's not much we can do there. We do have the knockback, right? So we could have moved this way and knocked back, but then we're still getting hit by this area attack. We're getting hit by this area attack no matter what. There's just no way around that for us that I could see. Question is Terrorize worth more than Flurry and Fast Metabolism? I think it's going to be hard for us to skip the Fast Metabolism here. Heck, we could also Flurry, Strike, and Lash Out. Maybe we can get the kill. Flurry will do 18. Strike for another 8 gets us to 26. And then Lash Out by base is up to 38. Plus, we now have 4 fatigues in hand, which is another 16. 48 plus 16, 64. Oh! I think we have lethal. Recalc it. 6, 12, 18, 26. 38. 1, 2, 3, 4 fatigues. 38. 4 times 4, 16. 38 plus 16. 54. I did that thing where I added another 10 out of nowhere. Okay, well, we're distinctly low. Sometimes I get so excited about finding a lethal that I just start cooking the books. I just like, oh yeah, 10 day, oh yeah. Oh, wow. 10 billion? Billion with the B? How did you do that? Well, we didn't. We didn't do that. Okay, that's fine. We will take the hits. Too bad we didn't have this before we went to that fiesta of food. Then we could heal. Oh, cool. Hurt Dokkan has a knockback. And now they're both using Fists of Flurry. So rude. Hold up. Okay. So Shuffle is limited. Check it out. It's adjacency. But then we can make them hit each other. That's so hype. Yes. We're totally using it. Shuffle. Let's go, baby. Now they fight each other. Brilliant. Certainly will think fast on this turn. Certainly. Oops. Cannot unequip. Didn't mean to do that. This might be the time to play out the Shame. We can also use Power Move and Entertainer right here, and it's pretty sweet. I like that a lot. And we can check the Penetrate here. Yeah, so it didn't penetrate. So Penetrate must mean if you get a kill, it keeps going. More science achieved. Let's put a Crippling Trap down. It's kind of where I was leaning. Thought about getting another attack in, but... Spicy? Very spicy. Oh, did I not reload in that last turn? Maybe I didn't have a chance to. No, we had a lunge. We certainly should have reloaded there. I'm not sure why I didn't. That's okay. No sweat. Prepares to power up. I don't want to get hit again here. We might be using a shield potion. I wish that weren't the case. But I don't see much way. Could have used the Silver Strike there and saved the load. Certainly a few things have gone not exactly correct in this fight, huh? Well, this is what we've been holding it for. 30 shield worth 16 life? That feels okay to me. And then we pick up an 8 for the road? That's pretty close to full utility. Not ideal, but also, what are you gonna do? Let's do it. I think that was worth. We got to interrupt this hurt Dokkan, that's clear. We have a jump attack available here, which we might want to use. This distance move is really a pain. Move here, jump attack in here, and then rope hook out. That's actually pretty sweet. That means no Dark Souls, but what are you gonna do? Now we're out of range of everything. We've kind of used the cleric as a blocker for the boxer monk. We might be able to do some knockback shenanigans here shortly. Okay, they're electrifying the boxer. Don't love that. Let's get in there and make a ruckus, huh? We can throw dirt on this turn, and it's incredible, actually. So glad we picked this card up. I can't believe that it just fully interrupts enemy actions. I mean, that's way strong. Once the boxer's down, I don't think there's much risk left. Boxer has been our biggest trouble. The cleric is very manageable. It's because they have this hurt Dokkan. It's killer. Yeah, that's enough of that. Nice, they gave us a spear. That's cool. It's cool of them. Okay, we can get an interrupt here, and we should. Absolutely. Huge turn, too. Okay, they do have spiky. Why didn't we get spiked last time? Oh, because we were using our range. That's right. I don't actually know that we hit the cleric with any silver attacks last time, come to think of it. Well, let's not do any more of that then. Let's hold out. Let's use range to get the kill. No reason to do otherwise. The crowd's like, would you please finish this fight? Do you love us? If so, let us go. Do you love me? Surprisingly, more of a painful fight than the previous. We had to use our shield potion L. I say had to. We decided that it was worth, right? We decided that 16 block was worth the cost. Battle stance is back. Here's watchful. Right, the retain block. And the retain rampage, retain attack. This looks like a skip to me. Here's a dagger. Once again, I think if we're going to take any replacement to Broadaxe, it's going to want to be a legendary weapon at this point. That's my read. I'm honestly pretty happy with our weapon setup as it is. I would use a better consumable now, for sure. What on earth? The basic fights are getting so scary. Hello? Okay, triple beastie, which is a hellhound, but twice as big. No, quadruple. And there's a Rouse. Strengthen his allies, okay. And there's a big beastie, which is going to attack in this range. It's a huge attack. What the heck? Hello? Is that okay? I think this is saying that this is threatened, but then this is their movement range or something? Yeah, the gray squares are their movement range. That's right. We could definitely get a huge throw dirt right here if we wanted to stay close to these, which I don't think would be atrocious. But what are we going to do between fast metabolism and Dark Souls? In this fight, it might actually be Dark Souls. Initiative in, but then we can't throw dirt, so we need to move away from enemies and just play the Dark Souls. Okay, I think that's correct. I do think it's very likely that mobility is going to be the key to surviving this fight. Yikes! Majorly. We'll jump attack and we'll focus on taking this one down. Think fast gets us up to a full hand. We can see because there's a decent chance that we find follow-up, which will make the rest of this turn so much better. Warcry? Heck yeah. Okay, this turn's gonna be sick now. Jump attack is an insta-kill. We're gonna lunge in for an attack here. There's the follow-up. And then we'll leverage to get out. Such an incredible turn. And then we'll power through at the end, probably? We're already out of range, so we don't need to rope hook here. We can totally power through and crippling trap. Try to block the movement of the big beastie, probably. That's where we're going to need the damage, at least. Got a little health back, up to 6 strength. So far, fairly sweet fight. There's a bomb on the ground if we want to grab that and toss it into this fight. The crowd is throwing us bombs now. I mean, am I a crowd favorite, or are they trying to kill me? Like, what's going on? Can't tell if friend or foe. Hard to say. Entertainer! How close are we to a dark roll? 3. So we need to watch this, because I don't know if this means we need 3 more attacks, or if it's counting down to 1, if it's counting up to 6, what it is. What I do know is that this entertainer is going to be a ton of damage, and that we're about to be able to redraw follow-up. Which would be free. Kill this off. Got the damage in, so now Entertainer will be a kill. We'll get 1 health back, or 1 energy, rather. Which I think is correct. So I'm wondering if I can now actually just strike into thin air. No, it's deal damage. Dang it. So we actually did want to use strikes to kill here so that we could ranged attack to get the dark roll, but that's okay. We can still do it here. Roll in here. We'll get the follow-up back. Oh no, but we need a reload. Okay, so that would be a huge mistake, actually. We have to roll here. Still a fantastic turn. Absolutely clutch. Do it again! I'll do my best, crowd people. Oh, wow. I mean, there's one really cute option. Are you still vulnerable? Which is to initiative and then leverage into nothing to get the second move, and then we have flurry and lash out. With all the strength, they'll be very strong. With vulnerable, we're doing plus 50% damage. That's 21 by base here, so 63. Lash out is getting the plus 50 also, that's 30, 93. And then it's getting the 4 additional times 3 fatigue. Okay, so we're not actually going to be lethal, are we? Even if that gets the roll up too, right? Even if we get 50% additional damage from the lash out bonus damage, that's 6, 12, 18 more. We were at 93, 18, 101, 111, rather. So we're still a little shy. Freaking close, though. If we had follow-up, we'd be there. I mean, there's still a chance that we want to get in and do that damage. If only we had a way to get out afterwards. That's the big tricky business. It's fine. We still have a phenomenal turn. There's a dark roll. Cool. Oh! Dang it! Right! Flurry and Dark Souls works together! I didn't think about the dark roll setting us up. Oh, heck. That's actually pretty huge. Okay, well, we can get some more hits in. Don't mind that. Too bad we can't get... Yeah, we might have been able to do this better, but I didn't think about it. Yeah, I forgive myself here. That was tricky. Get a crippling trap in there. Pretty solid turn. Okay, they're vulnerable again. Almost definitely we're going to go in here and get the kill if we can. There's follow-up. Sweet. Can I get the kill? Drop the follow-up. Lunge in. We've got Warcry. They're vulnerable. 10 strength. Base value on lunge. I don't know. It says 23. We're not currently weak, as far as I can tell. Something I'm missing, though. We can't get out of harm's way, can we? Well, then we embrace it. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Do we have this? Now we roll, we get it back? It's so freaking close. So close. So freaking close. All right, well, we'll take our lumps here. So it is. Rope hook to pull us to them because they're immovable. Do we actually even desire that? Probably not. Actually, we initiative in to get back follow-up. Reload. Get the kill. Got a dark roll. Let's go, baby. In that case, we'll dark roll in. Get a hit. Hook out. We could have hooked to get this follow-up, actually. I thought that we weren't reloaded there, to be honest, weirdly. But it wouldn't have been enough for the lethal anyway. Could have gotten a higher combo. Certainly would have been worth. Yum! These fights are good. These fights are gnarly. It kind of feels for the first time that we have to use some amount of health. I'm sure there are cleaner lines, but I'm happy with our performance. You've won the fight. Select a new card. Muscle Memory. Pick one card from your hand that costs more than one and reduce its cost to 1 this fight. And then exhaust. We have been having a lot of trouble with energy. That's not a very efficient card in terms of draw, but turning jump attack or lunge to be 1 cost or power through to be 1 cost, even just Dark Souls or fast metabolism to get a little energy back, that honestly might be worth taking. And what's your upgrade? 2 cards. Oh, but there's a flaming trap here. 0 cost, deals 4 damage when stepped on, then applies burn and 1 immobilized. Even if we're not burn, a 0 cost trap is tempting. The immobilized just to control the arena. I do wish it was the vulnerable, but that's a tempting option. I think flaming trap or muscle memory are probably worth a take. Given that some of our favorite attacks in copper are 2 cost, I am pretty incentivized, I think, to work muscle memory. We actually cycle pretty fast. Let's take this muscle memory. I think it's cute. Demon Slayer crossbow. So we would lose the penetrate, but we would have death mark on our crossbow. But we already have death mark on an accessory, so that's less useful to us. Taking the bomb, though, is pretty nice. Throw to deal 12 area damage. That could make a big difference in one of our coming fights. Yeah, we're already good on the Demon Slayer effect, right? Okay, let's get to an elite. And then see if we need to use one of our various rests. Nullify, nullify, nullify. Nullify, nullify, nullify. Nullify? Nullify. There's Dark Souls. There's fast metabolism. We don't have lethal on any of these things with an entertainer, which is really too bad. I like Dark Souls for this fight a lot because we know that the flurry triple hit actually works. But we're going to be cycling, right? Let's get Dark Souls up, though. I think it caused us to win, and then we just play pretty defensively. In that case, am I trying to move anywhere? I might move here and let them converge onto me a bit. That means no entertainer this turn, but I honestly think that's okay. Yeah, muscle memory, and we can make jump attack cost 1. And that's actually pretty clutch for us. We can even use muscle memory for roll. And then we can actually use the roll this turn. That's really clutch. That's actually incredible, right? Yeah, so we move, get in a follow-up, muscle memory the roll, reload with follow-up, jump attack in, and then how the heck do we get out, though? Yeah, maybe we don't want to jump attack in. If only we also had the war cry, then we'd have a lethal. Hold up. It's okay. We just push back with lash out. We're totally fine. This plan does work. Okay. Initiative. Follow up. Muscle memory the roll. Roll. That's not quite what I had planned. In this case, maybe we wanted to actually use Lash Out down here and then the follow-up. Yeah, I didn't quite plan out the energy exactly right, huh? I think in my head I was playing the roll for free, but it's still 1 cost. It's just not 4 cost. Oh, this is fine, though. This is totally manageable. We push our Dark Souls forward. We push a little bit of damage on a couple of the enemies. We're almost definitely going to have to use some serious mobility here, but we'll find it. We've got a shuffle to work with. We've got options. And we have Terrorize on this turn, too. That's really nice. Get a follow-up in. I'm going to see if I can shuffle with no one. We sure can't. Okay. In that case, shuffle is not happening this turn. And that's okay. This looks like a pretty good place for a bomb. You know what? We could have used it before to push this enemy out of the way. That push, that's really key. Can I also use this to get some crazy crippling trap effect? No, because I'm out of range. Wow. Okay, the knockback here, we could have done a better job around the knockback. The fire starter is trouble because if they take burn damage, it's going to apply their nullify, right? But the total incoming damage here is so small. We'll just accept it. I think we do this, though. Nice. That actually mostly liberates us, too. We totally could have used the crippling trap, huh? Hold up. Think a trap counts as a target? That's a really curious. Okay, if we put a crippling trap here, it makes us slightly better. But if this works, it'll be incredible. Dang it! I was like, come on, you're a target. Surely this will work. No? Turns out the answer is no. That's fine. We'll kill our own trap. The science was successful. Take our 1/5 damage hit. Everybody's losing their death mark. Ooh, okay. War cry on this turn. Lunge in hand. Follow-up is behind us. Juicy business is afoot. We also have throw dirt, so we're totally safe. Throw dirt, Joe Dirt. Yeah, that's a lethal right there. I mean, that's just gnarly. We got a dark roll. Heck yes. Oh, and there's a grappling hook here? Amazing! I didn't even see that get dropped. That's huge. Lunge back in. If we throw dirt, we're totally safe. Think fast to cycle the deck to keep follow-up. Entertainer, be a lethal, easy lethal. Let's use the Pierce here. Double lethal. Why did that not, what's going on? What's going on with the penetrate? Maybe they have to be back-to-back, and that's why that second one didn't hit? There's something I'm missing with the penetrate effect, for sure. Just haven't quite figured out what it is. We will. That seemed like an incredible turn, though. I'm starting to feel like the bomb was premature, but it simplified this fight so greatly, and now we have a grappling hook to play around, right? So, gotta think there is some value. Lash out is the kill here. And then we can lunge in and we'll get our power through back. But then we'll be stuck in some burn. Oh, we could shuffle out? Maybe we're lunging over here, actually. I don't want to use the grappling hook, so we need to have a plan. Power through comes back. We could shuffle with this one and use lunge to escape. I don't love that. Oh, we can move here, kill this one with a rock. Okay, okay. It's getting complicated, but I'm getting close. Move here, drop the grappling hook, pick up the rock. Shuffle, kill him with the rock. Lash out, and then lunge to escape. It's a plan. Okay, rock. Now there's a grappling hook on the ground. Follow-up is here. Love to see it. Shuffle. Stone him. Lash out. Lunge. Reload. I feel good about the random stone. That felt pretty effective. And freaking sweet. Okay, so here, surely, the pierce is going to be effective, right? Power move. War cry. Strike. Why not? Maybe the nullify is nullifying the penetrate effect? Someday we'll understand this move. One of these days, rest assured that the day will come when we understand this move. But today is not that day. Oh no, that activates nullify right away? Oh, we just totally hosed our own damage. Well, that's not ideal. Sorry, spectators. It's the robots. I mean, what do you want me to do? This is how they live. Literally, I just end my turn. I mean, I can play out these fatigue. What are they doing? That's a really, really genuinely fair question that I wish I could answer for you, but I can't. We could have gotten off the wall, which would have been correct. That's better. We probably lost a little popularity. Hey, it says we're a crowd pleaser. I don't know. Faint. Deal 6 damage, return a random 0-cost card from discard pile to your hand. Is it finally time? What 0 cost do we have? Well, actually, follow-up is frequently 0 cost, so we're bringing it back even more. War Cry, think fast if we skip it. Muscle Memory if we skip it. Crippling Trap if we upgrade it. This seems like it could be okay. Double Take, clone 1 card in your hand and place it on top of your draw pile. That's sweet. Let's just take whatever utility is most important and make more of it. It could be Flurry in fights where we're scaling like crazy. It can even be Powers. I think this Double Take is pretty sweet in terms of opening up some in-game. Our deck is getting pretty big, which is losing us some of our consistency, but I honestly think it's okay. You're a real crowd pleaser, Alina. Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour? Genuinely, it feels like I've been here for 10 minutes. I just cannot understand that it's been an hour. It makes no sense to me. I was like, well, you know, we haven't done the elites yet. We're just getting started with the act. Okay. Let's find elite. Speaking of elites. The Ripper! Strength +1, Precognition +1. Finally, a fresh mark. Blast of Shackles. Enemy prepares to deal 6 damage. Apply Immobilized. Add 1 wound to your hand whenever it deals unblocked damage. Wound being a status. That bleeds us, I think. Does some damage. Health damage. Strength is 1. Precognition. Evade. Next attack. Do you always evade? Tell me that that's the exception and not the norm. And if it's not, lie to me. Okay, this is going to be a good fight to use a grappling hook, I think. This might be move here, grappling hook, jump attack to get a hit in. Actually, no, they evade the next attack. So what we want to do is power through, or rather is make sure we get up fast metabolism and a crippling trap. Okay, I still like this movement option that we had. Move. Grapple. Could have tried to pull them to us as well, and then moved around them. But I think I like what we did. Trap, fast metabolism. That's quite a bit of our most important setup. If we can get through our first draw and get all of our most important setup set up, then we'll be fine. Think fast. Has a decent chance of hitting muscle memory. Throw dirt. Shuffle would be a savior too. Trying to decide if we want to just take this, basically. I think we might need to take this. Lunge in, miss, and then draw. If we're going to do that, we should draw first, and that can give us a sense of what our best moves are. Muscle memory is here. We can make that roll free. That's huge. Double take, clone one card in your hand, place it on top of the pile. So we could easily clone the roll after we make it free. That is the freaking combage. Okay, muscle memory. The roll. Double take. The roll. Now we've got some mobility. Lunge. We didn't hit them, so we don't get our energy back. That's actually really crucial knowledge. We're not going to land this Terrorize. We're just going to roll out of the way. Let them attack the wall. And now we're close to them, so we have better options. They're still vulnerable. They're still stuck for a round. We can easily throw dirt here and just Dark Souls and hold a roll. That seems perfect. Unfortunate that we don't get any attacks off on this round, but it's totally okay. And then we have a free roll next turn as well. You're tougher than I expected, says enemy, powering up. Angry. We're gonna have to double move in. Try to interrupt this. Heck yeah. Get him with another follow-up. Hit him with the flurry and the lash out. Big damage round. Huge. Fortune Potion, reduce the cost of one random card in your hand to 0 this fight. That's a sweet potion. I might end up using that in this fight. Blast of Shackles. Bing. Let's move around it. Hey, how about a shuffle? That way we don't have to burn our rope hook. Good luck. Hope you have a good trip. We could use a lunge here and save the entertainer. Do I care though, honestly? I don't think so. I actually think it's okay to burn entertainer in this fight. Focus on getting some strength by using power through at some point. They're doing it again. I can just move out of range of this one and then hit him with a very far distant attack. Heck, we've got a real good-looking power through on this round, too. I'd like to focus on that. I'm going to burn this roll, which is a little spooky. Oops. Warcry, power through, and then this strike. Oh, they're out of range. Well, then we'll increase our range. Maybe to get the penetrate targets effect, we actually needed to target the enemy further back. Maybe that's why we're messing up. Maybe to penetrate, we needed to, if there's an enemy here and here, we target the one in the back. Oh, spooky. Looking pretty stuck here, huh? This is where we wish we had the roll. But it's okay. We can get out with leverage. I am going to use this. I hope it doesn't hit a fatigue. It totally did. I wasn't not sure if it could do it, to be honest. Well, what are you gonna do? Here we are. Oh! We could have knocked them back right there, actually, into a crippling trap. That was the better play. Throw a crippling trap, knock them back into it. We're still within their target range, but then it's just pretty nice. It's okay, we can dark roll out, so. Not all is lost. Not all is lost. Still turned out to be a pretty sweet turn, but we could have done even slightly better because locking them down keeps them from bouncing around like Sonic. That's what's really killing us, is how much movement they're doing. Oh, Tiki. That was foolish. I meant to move, but I was like, I'll throw the power through and then move. Yeah. What are you going to do? Not what I wanted. Okay, well, that means we're taking a hit. And that means we're getting shackled. 40? That's the one thing we can't have done. It seems. Yikes. When it says we can't move, does it mean it? You can't move. Oh boy! I think we're taking a heal. Okay. At least we have Terrorize to turn this into a 30. Could be worse. If we could switch, we could take a Spike Shield right now and do some damage back to them, which would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, that's not something that we can do. Oof. Mistakes were made, and I didn't realize how big of a mistake the mistake was, but yeah. And now we've got 1,000,000 wounds. Not ideal. However, we have something else, which is maybe lethal. Yeah. Almost definitely we have lethal here. With the war cry? Follow up. Discard the strike. Leverage. We got him. GG. We're gonna want to take a heal, and that's tough because I would love to be training right here, but we'll take the knock on the chin. I mean, 100%. We learned a lesson about how important working around that initiative is. To be honest, it's going to be one of the hardest habits for me to make, is being 100% sure that if I intend to use the move, that it's the first thing I do. Eliminable opener it's a really. Honestly, it feels like a very natural system in this game. It makes a ton of sense in terms of gameplay and balance, but it's easy to forget, specifically when you're thinking about free moves, a free card, a free attack, anything free seems like it's not going to interrupt your liminal opener. It kind of accesses different parts of the brain, and we accessed 30 damage part of my brain just now, but we're alive. Defeat Assassin, new card unlocked, Reinforced Gear. Reinforced Gear, all your weapons gain additional power move this fight. Cool. Parry Plus. Yo, that's kind of tempting. A lunge in silver. 2 block whenever you deal damage. That's also pretty sweet, but this is a Parry Plus. Block based on damage dealt. There's also beef up if we just want to gain strength. But we already have a strength gain. Let's take this parry. Oh, parry costs 2 though. Yeah, but it's a pretty sweet card. I'm going to take this parry. I believe. Skip. Like I said, I do actually think we have to heal, which is rough. We could go to the shop first and see where we're at. Other thing that we could do is instead of taking these other fights, we could heal based on going to the champion. It says we'll restore 40 HP in total. So we could go to the shop, go here, and then be mostly full healed. Tempting. What am I going to do at the shop? I could use some removals. I kind of want to get rid of some basic silver strikes. Heck, I might even get rid of Crippling Trap. I don't know, though. That Source of Vulnerable has been really clutch. So it's 5 HP for each remaining encounter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the 40. Got it. So if I did 3 things, we're 15 off down to 25-point heal. And in that case, we'd probably need to rest at least 1 time. I think that's fine. Weapons and consumables. Maybe we can find an incredible consumable for the boss too, actually. We might not need the power of going through this whole act. I don't really need more cards. Weapons and consumables it is. A health potion going into the boss? That might be worth all 143. For real, for real. Broad Axe upgrade. Now it's 5 damage extra on our hits. Let's also upgrade the compound crossbow. Will it let me? Sure will. Costs 350, but we can do it. We could also add 1 additional knockback on the broad axe, which I feel like could be really useful in a boss fight. And then buy this health potion. Looking pretty Gucci. Go here to get an upgrade. Not sure what it wants to be. It could be the Warcry, actually. Turn this into 2 turns. It's a lot of stacking value. I also think upgrade to Dark Souls is really, really good. Go here for get one of those silvers. Right. Maybe we should take an elite. If we take this elite, we'll still have 5, 10, 15 points of heal afterwards, up to. What would be the point? To get to another shop and another fight? I actually think this is diminishing returns. What we really need is upgrades. Another forget could be good, but right now we'd go in with full health and a health potion. We're going to get maybe 100 from this, so we're not going to get enough to get another weapon upgrade. We could maybe go to a card shop, right? Get 1 forget, then go to a card shop and buy an upgraded card if we're lucky. But I genuinely think that right now the risk may not be worth the reward. This might be exactly the time to fight the champion. I was kind of hoping this would happen. I wasn't sure if we would see this mechanic kick in terms of skipping some of the encounters. But I think this is the time. Let's go. Never seen Act 3? Never seen the Act 3 boss. I shall destroy you with the might of my sword, says Sir Knight. Currently doing 18 in quite a large range. And we sure did hit some freaking powers on this turn, huh? We have knockback. I kind of wish that I had gotten the range knockback, because then we could move, take a shot. I think I'm going to leave Think Fast and maybe play Dark Souls and Terrorize here. We're going to take a hit. It's just the way it is. We're just going to take this hit. That's why we brought a health potion. Damn, say the spectators. Disappointed to see me get hurt. Thanks, Spec. Appreciate y'all. Like a pretty good rope hook here, actually. Get some entertainer damage in. 800 health is so much. We're gonna have to scale quite a lot. Okay. We should be focusing all of our energy on our first two draws and figuring out how it is that we're going to scale a lot. Flying Slash. Enemy prepares to launch a double flying slash attack. Uninterruptible. Double flying slash? I'm sorry? Quoi? Can you not? Don't know where we're going to move to avoid that. That sounds dangerous. I'm attacking Flurry into nothing. Because as we've established, scaling is probably the most important thing we can do. And we've got Power Through in the hand, so that's worth +3 strength. It's expensive, but it's a line. There's the double flying slash. Okay, so they move. Muscle memory on the roll, double take. It's been effective before, it could be effective again. So much mobility. I think I love it. Genuinely. And that gets us out of here, too. Do we ever lunge? No? No, not really. We can move this way at least so we have a rock. It's kind of cute. Muscle memory on the roll, make it free, double take on the roll. Now we have 2 1-cost base rolls. Base roll. Base. Roll again. I do not intend to take hits. I'm gonna put more fatigue in the deck. Stack the deck with the fatigue. Ah, double flying slash. I mean, they did say, didn't they? Okay, we have follow-up behind us, which means that I can jump attack in. This is interruptible, actually, if I want to throw dirt, but I can also just parry and block it. And then we're pushing damage as well. It's very tempting. Either way, we're doing this jump attack. That's clear. We're not in range to throw dirt. Tee-hee. That's okay. We're about to be. Would I rather that or the parry? I think I'd rather that. I think I'd rather throw the dirt. Let's verify that that even works, right? It does? You can't interrupt the prep, but you can interrupt the move. Good. They threw us the Art of War, gain 3 poise, rather. Draw 1 additional card next turn. Holy crap, that's a legendary tier consumable. I mean, that seems pretty sweet. That's a ton of power for a boss fight. We're probably moving back into that. I say legendary tier. I mean, it looks normal, I think. I shall give you 3 turns? Oh, to break the block. Okay. Well, let's play this Art of War then. Wait. No, we'll jump in. We're fine. Yeah, we'll get the break this turn. I mean, we're going to be absolutely okay. Or very close, at least. We should have used knockback there to keep from taking a hit, but we can just dark roll to keep from taking a hit. That's fine. Three turns, they said, before presumably just deleting us, right? We have to imagine that it's not good for us if it happens. How are we going to disengage? With the initiative? I do wish that I could throw away the follow-up right here. I mean, we can roll out. That's fine, if we want to do that. Throw. Discard parry. Lunge. Discard follow-up. Lash out. Huge fatigue value. Dark roll. Throw this rock. Follow-up. Beefy turn. Absolutely beefy. That felt really good. That felt really good. And now they're stunned for another round if we want to get in there and push more damage, and hopefully we can. Think Fast comes back. What are we drawing into? Fast Metabolism we need to play and power through too, actually. Let's keep the roll around for next turn. It's going to be important, I think. Yeah, Fast Metabolism, we got to play it. And then it might be attack. Actually. What's the other option? Maybe they'll jump away to try to prepare for some flying nonsense and we can try to crippling trap. It's just too much unknown, I think. I'd honestly rather just get another hit in. I shall slay you with all my might! All of it? That's way too much. Can you not use all your might? I mean, any amount less. Okay, we don't have follow-up right now, which is a little bit of a bummer. But you know what we do have? Freaking shuffle. Jump attack. Souffle. And a lash out. Getting so much value out of these fatigue. We could have dark rolled even further away. It might not have been a bad idea. Full Moon Slash. 25 damage. Owie. I am good. No, thank you. No, thank you. We can certainly get out with Rope Hook here. And then hold our rolls, and I quite like that. Just get a Terrorize up to also protect us next turn. Or maybe it's Crippling Trap. What's your movement range? Where are you going to go? They jump around so much, I never know what they're going to do. I kind of do want to get this trap up, if for no other reason than just setting up the vulnerable. Let's try it. Try to get them to come to us. Uh-oh. Double Flying Slash. Question becomes, when they Flying Slash, will they get stopped by Crippling Trap? I kind of doubt it. Power through? Heck yeah. Oh, that's massive. It's interesting, these rolls have not gone down to 0, even though they started at 1. Maybe because it's set to 1, they don't go higher or lower. I kind of expected them to go lower. I think what we're about to do here is flurry, even though it attacks nothing. Power through. 10 strength now, that's huge. Follow up. Ooh. So they are immobilized now. Sweet. That means we can lunge in and then roll. And we have Warcry here. Once again, we've drawn past the follow-up, which is really too bad, but the rest of this is going to be awesome. Roll. Stone him. It's a 25 damage stone, baby. Roll. We could power through right now and get another 6 attack, or we could just get our flurry damage in. That's 100 damage. We should take it. Roll again. Now we're in a nice spot in the middle. Holy fatigue, Batman! Teak! Receive the justice of my sword, says enemy. Moments before being dead. I think we're parrying here and just taking the hit. Seems way easier. 79 damage plus the bonus. In turn. Ooh, we got shocked because they hit us. They're doing the block thing again. Your inescapable judgment is due in 2 turns? Shock. When this card is in your hand, take 1 direct damage each time you play a card. Rude. Okay, follow-up is here now. Finally. We're gonna have to take some hits, and that's okay. Inescapable judgment. Get out of here, Shock. I don't want to be judged inescapably. Can I opt out? Can I opt out of this? Do not want. It's a pretty sweet turn overall. 1? We got to get in there. How are we going to do this? If only I hadn't done this, huh? Then we could move and lunge immediately. I really thought they'd move. It's fine. This is still the way we'll go. Because we'll go like this. We'll go pierce. Follow up. Which, there we go. Kills the thing. Roll. Throw away the follow-up. Leverage. We wanted to get the lunge in, but it just didn't happen, and that's okay. Inescapable Judgment is coming. We'll definitely want to be healing this next turn. Time to meet your end. 164? I need healing. The fact that it moved us away is such a detriment. We're so close to breaking the shield here, but I don't think we can quite make it, can we? If rope hook costs 2, we could move to them and then hit them with flurry and lash out. It's so close. Holy Moses. We never get rope hook upgraded, did we? Oh, there's follow-up. Is this doable? Gosh. Inches. Dang it. Oh. I mean, we could have gotten the follow-up, but it wouldn't have been enough to get this hit. Inches. I think we could have had this. Absolutely freaking inches. Holy crap, when it says inescapable judgment, I mean, it really means it. We were right to be scaling aggressively. We were really close. A little bit of a different draw, and we have it with the exact same game plan that we already had, I think. Keeping near them in that last phase is hard because they push you away. Need to be looking for more interrupts to deal with that. Getting that lunge in was probably pretty crucial. We might have been able to lunge. Yeah, we kind of messed ourselves up with the trap. So we now know traps during that phase, no good. When they're preparing for a nuke, they just stand still. So the trap really messed us up. Because then we could have moved, lunged, and we would have actually had the break. With the break, we win the fight. So I honestly think that the trap lost us the fight. Because then we move, lunge, and then still do the rest of those attacks, and then we're in range of the kill, right? Here we get that follow-up by moving the one time, and then boom. That's a break, I think. Yeah, freaking incredible. GG. So glad we got to this boss. So glad that it was as close as it was. I now definitely respect the amount of scaling that you need to be able to do, because you're going to be in a position to where you need to do almost 200-300 damage in 3 rounds, and you need to do it effectively from range. The boss is going to push you to the walls, and you need to keep getting back to the middle and getting hits in. That means that all the mobility we took was absolutely great. Dark rolls proved to be just as good as we wanted it to be. It means that the tactics part of the game is going to be key to beating this boss. I don't know if there's other Act 3 bosses, but for this one at least, the tactics part is going to be crucial. Yeah, scaling through strength, scaling through burn, scaling through bleed, scaling through something. G freaking G. Final results. Couple kill coins. 6 of them because we conquered Slave Arena and Underground Arena, and also gold to kill coins. Probably this is how much gold we collected becomes kill coins. I don't know if it's gold left unspent or if it's gold collected. I'm not sure. GG, baby. One step closer to an Act 3 clear. It's within grasp. I'm sure of it. First run made it all the way to the Act 2 boss. Second run made it all the way to the Act 3 boss. It's just a matter of time before we land that first dub, especially considering we still have more permanent unlocks that we can grab that we're just going to make us stronger, right? More slots. I'm just going to let that one glow for a bit. I'm going to go hang out. It's about 1:30 in the a.m. here in Austin, Texas. A beautiful run of Alina of the Arena. So excited for the next. Thanks for joining me, folks. If you enjoyed the video, if you've had fun with this series so far, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, that's it from me. From my home to yours, from me, from Kevin, and from Bevan. Nothing but love. Have a wonderful night and a fantastic rest of your week to come. Hope to catch you all in the next episode. Bye for now, folks.